A lot has changed in the over 2 years that we've been in Kansas City. A lot has come and gone, and new things have sprouted up, including new sports. Think about the axe tossing. That was not a thing before we came to Kansas City. It's now in Kansas City and all around the country. What could be next?
Archery dodgeball. It's a concept that has already caught on in Canada, and it's making its way over to the States. So here's how it works. There's several different game modes. You can have up to 20 players. But there's always one goal: hit and don't be hit. It's a fun take on that classic PE game we all loved as a kid, dodgeball. But this one has bow and arrows. Now, they're foam arrows, so they don't hurt, but when you get into it, you guys, those arrows, they might as well be flamethrowers because you really feel that rush.
I don't know about that. You might be going a little too extreme sport. You might as well run a 100-yard dash and then go fishing.
Burning arrow dodgeball would be fun.
Yes, if you're doing actually flaming arrows and not feeling the burn from foam arrows, I'll just play Nerf with the kids. I think that's what they're doing now. And welcome back to That Podcast I Like. I would be Sean Quinn. That is Stacy Ryder. And normally we go through three things that people are talking about all around the country. But today, we're going to go through what we're talking about here.
Let's find out. 1.
It's 1, 2, and 3. Here's the deal. We're getting ready to pack up the studio. And I've never had a chance to say thank you to Kansas City. Matter of fact, in radio, a lot of times when you do this job, you don't get a chance to say thank you to people a lot. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like pro sports in a way where you play your last game and then come in the next day and find out you played your last game and you didn't know it. Maybe the red tag is in your locker. Radio's never given me the opportunity to say goodbye, and somehow I think it's maybe my passion has always been mistaken for arrogance. Which, if you're listening right now, I assume you, the one who sought out this podcast, you understand it's not arrogance. It's passion. It's why we do what we do. We love what we do. And I wanted a chance to say thank you to the people that helped us do it here in Kansas City.
I have a lot of people I want to say thank you to, but I don't necessarily have a list.
Well, I understand. I mean, there's a few people personally that I want to say thank you to. Lance Tidwell and Donna Baker, both at the time with Cumulus. Donna still there. Lance Tidwell moving on in his career. I want to thank both of them for giving us the opportunity to come to Kansas City. I was a guy on the East Coast that didn't know anything about Kansas City and flew out here on one weekend and started to tell you, Stacy, how much we would love this city.
And I totally understand now where all the I Heart Kansas City t-shirts come from, because it didn't take long for us to fall in love with this city.
And always will love the city, and love the city for everything that it is. It is an artistic city. It is a food city. It is a drink city. You love your sports teams. And how can you not love, right? And when you see that type of fandom, you want to be part of it. I don't know many other cities in the country that have a fandom like Kansas City does. People that are fans of their city. I have a lot of respect for that.
Well, that may go along the lines of the mistaking passion for arrogance. This is a passionate city, but I wouldn't say it's an arrogant city. It's an amazing city.
I would agree with that. And when you talk about the fandom, I want to also thank Kendall Gammon, former Kansas City Chief, former Steeler, now color commentary for the Chiefs Radio Network. Thank you, Kendall, for giving your time freely to us, who brought us in and really welcomed us with open arms to the Chiefs family, and more importantly, to him, and finding out what a great guy Kendall Gammon really is. I know he has so much respect around Kansas City, and I'm glad to say that respect goes around the country for him as well.
Throughout the entire NFL season, having Kendall Gammon come into studio was always some of the most fun 2 minutes that we had.
You legitimized a guy from Western Pennsylvania to be able to talk about Kansas City sports, Kendall, and I appreciate that. This is hard for me. I'm like on the verge of tears to the whole thing. As far as in the building, I want to thank Renee Drake, Brody from 95.7 The Vibe, our buddy every morning, Chucky Blue Eyes, Big Vic from Magic 107.3, and Dan McClintock on 101 The Fox. McLean Douglas Johnson, you need to go on the list. Anyone who's from Kansas City, and if you live downtown in the city, you know the legend of the Street Beast. I was lucky enough to be introduced to him. As affectionate as Kansas City is, and as infectionate as that love can be, it exudes out of that guy. I love you, McLean, for everything you are for the city, not just here, but to music. Keep those funk vibes going, man. We love you.
Thank you, McLean, for teaching me that my funk levels could always be a little bit higher.
Absolutely. Chris Myers and the crew at Crane Brewing, from radio to podcast, always been supporters of us, as well well as Matt Moore from Martin City Brewing. I support local. I love those guys. Again, the big open arms who took the opportunity to welcome us into their breweries, into their homes, and really make us part of their community as well. And the only way I was introduced to the beer community was thanks to Bert Lytle. So, buddy, thanks a lot for all that.
Thank you, Bert.
Ian Evans and the men of the Airette Shrine Pipe and Drum Corps, I cannot say thank you enough to them for allowing me to be drum major in the Kansas City St. Patty's Day Parade. That is going to be a career highlight for me, gentlemen. Thank you to Ivory Blue and Clarcha, your family. You guys, I keep using the word welcome, but that's all I can say. When people come with no pretense, when you knock down those barriers and you're simply allowed to be yourself, that's all you can ask. And for you, Ivory Blue, that's all I can ask for your career. Be allowed to be yourself and express that art that is within you. That will always bring you success no matter what level it's at. You will have personal success in your heart. Finally, to Panda, Linda, Jackie, Super Doug, Casey, Slim, Ashley, so many of the listeners here who instantly became friends, who accepted us for what we do and who we are. We love what we do, and we do it because we love it.
And part of that is having to sometimes say goodbye.
Yes. And I'm going to leave you with this, and I'm sure that I'm not going to make it through without crying. I'm going to try. Go placidly amid the noise and haste, and remember what peace there may be in silence. As far as possible, without surrender, be on good terms with all persons. Speak your truth quietly and clearly, and listen to others. Even the dull and ignorant, they too have their story. Avoid loud and aggressive persons. They are vexations to the spirit. If you compare yourself with others, you may become vain and bitter. For always there will be greater and lesser persons than yourself. Enjoy your achievements as well as your plans. Keep interested in your own career, however humble. It is a real possession in the changing fortunes of time. Exercise caution in your business affairs. The world is full of trickery, but let this not blind you to what virtue there is. Many persons strive for high ideals, and wherever life is full of heroism. Be yourself. Especially do not feign affection. Neither be cynical about love, for in the face of all aridity and disenchantment, it is as perennial as grass. Take kindly to the counsel of years, gracefully surrendering the things of youth. Nurture strength of spirit to shield you in sudden misfortune. But do not distress yourself with dark imaginings. Many fears are born of fatigue and loneliness. Beyond a wholesome discipline, be gentle with yourself. You are a child of the universe, no less than the trees and the stars. You have a right to be here. And whether or not it is clear to you, no doubt the universe is unfolding as it should. Therefore, be at peace with God, whatever you conceive him to be, and whatever your labors and aspirations in the noisy confusion of life, keep peace with your soul. With all its sham, drudgery, and broken dreams, it is still a beautiful world. Be cheerful. Strive to be happy. I say it every day when we close the show. And it's absolutely true. We do love you. Love you for listening. And love you for joining us on this journey. We're not going away. We're just packing up and moving on. And the cool thing is we can all keep in contact. Either here or somewhere else. We've got the ability through communication now to carry the world in our pocket, so we might as well use it to stay friends. That's all I got. I got to get out of here. You all right over there?
I am.
All right. Me too. This is a happy thing, all right? Maybe that's why they don't let us do it on the radio. I'd be crying too much. I wouldn't be able to get through the damn thing. All right. I can't be sad. There's no way I can go out like that. So I got this pulled aside. Get these tears out of my eyes. Done a lot of radio at a lot of different places in the course of 25 years. You, Stacey, know that this has to be one of my all-time favorite moments, and I have to thank Kansas City. Go out with a laugh and say thank you, Kansas City, for this. Hey, 5-0 was busy. They were busy around. Don't laugh. You know that.
I do. They were very busy over the weekend. Lots of reasons, but one of those was because a guy stole 2 sex toys from Cirella's in Blue Springs.
This is brilliant.
And according to the manager, they were, quote, the 2 biggest dongs I sell.
That is the best quote in the news today. 2 biggest dongs I sell. So this guy stole, what he says, Who are the biggest dongs to sell? I mean, I sell a lot of them. I've seen a lot come through here in the years. I got to tell you, them two, the biggest. And so not only that, but we actually do have, and this is legitimate. This is the I guess, police scanner traffic after Cirillo's was robbed. You know, because they have to report exactly what they're looking for, right?
Had a stealing white male, shaved head, tattoo on his neck. I seen heading northbound. Probably stole 2 dildos and a bottle of lotion.
Copy, I'm on scene. Do they have a vehicle description?
He was on foot. They went to the north and then things went back behind the pawn shop.
Okay.
White male, black shirt, blue jeans, bald head. Gonna be looking for 2 dildos and a bottle of lotion.
How do police do it with a straight face?
I don't know.
How do you not laugh? And by the way, does anyone know where Chucky Blue Eyes was during this time? Bald head, black t-shirt, running away from Cirillo's, and he had something in his hand.
Gonna be looking for 2 dildos and a bottle of lotion.
That is correct. I think we need to check with Chucky Blue Eyes and trying to find out where he was. I hope he wasn't the one.
Gonna be looking for 2 dildos and a bottle of lotion.
Oh, God bless you, officer, whoever you are. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, because for the rest of today, you know.
Gonna be looking for 2 dildos and a bottle of lotion.
See, no reason to be sad. We'll go out on a happy note there. Thank you, Kansas City, for one of the best moments ever in my career. I mean, seriously, I talked about the St. Patty's Day parade. That's a career highlight. That audio might be one of my favorites ever. I mean, it's been 25 years, and thank you, Kansas City, for giving that to us. All right, we're going to get out of here. Join us again about a week from now. I'm not exactly sure. We're going to pack up this studio and then unpack it when we get down to Daytona. And we're going to see some friends along the way, so just follow along on Facebook, the social media channels, Facebook, Twitter, all that fun stuff, Instagram as well. And we'll do this all again very soon. Go back and check out the other episodes. Subscribe here, and we'll talk to you very soon. You know I mean it. We love you.
More than 2 drinks is a big mistake. Can't fall asleep and get the worst headache. I got work tomorrow, let's not get crazy.
I love it, man. You're going to listen to so much bullshit in the morning.
Well, trust me, I'll give you your fair share, just the right amount.